Yo, welcome back. So sorry, long time no see again. Just been busy with different things with life and everything. But the season's finally concluded. Um, I went still going to USATF Masters Nationals. I went to Showing State Games, which is in Columbia, which is only 30 minute, no, 90-minute drive for me from St. Louis. Uh, and yeah, so the meet started at 8. So the goal was at least get there around 8:30 or so. So like I ended up getting uh, me and the people I was with, we ended up getting there to get into the meet, like step on the track at around 8:45. I had to do like waivers and all that stuff. But when I got there, that was already on the 100 meters. Like the women were already lined up, and normally from a competition warm up, it usually takes anywhere between 45 minutes to up to an hour for me to fully get warmed up to really do race and stuff, especially for um, a final, which was time final. So when I got there, I only had about 12 minutes to warm up. So I did my best what I could do. I did pretty much a stride warm up. So I did like 3 strides. Um, did like a lunge, like pretty much like a single leg bound, like a lunge bound. To activate the my glutes. Um, I did like kind of like a resistance, like hamstring thing to get my hamstrings activated as much as I could. Then I spiked it at to be on the track, and like the blocks they had there at Show Me States were absolutely terrible. Like they had no pins in the actual bottom, so like anytime just putting my foot on it, it just slid back like 3 inches, and I was like I was not dealing with that. So like everyone else had the block set up. I had to have one of the athletes I helped coach had to have him come in and bring the blocks that we brought in, and then so then once I set them up, normally I usually like just like get in them, and also because like I was fully warmed up, I love to try to get at least like practice start. But literally as soon as I set the blocks, the officials like, all right, on your marks. I was like, so then like practice started, so I'm pretty much like ice cold, like nothing's warm up. I'm not really sweating for real. This is gonna be all bad. So I got on the blocks like, man, this is gonna be a terrible race. But from the gun, like literally like the first 2 steps I already had, and 10 meters the race is over. Um, and like but like what I did do in that race was like I really focused in on executing many more of my drive phase. So I have a new race strategy, or pretty much I call it the 40-60 strategy, which is drive 40, sprint 60. So it helps me stay relaxed and patient in my acceleration, as well as having enough energy for the last part of the race where I can still keep my speed and everything. And I think it worked. Like ice cold, ended up running 11:23. So season's best. Uh, Granted, if I was fully warmed up, I think on that day on how I felt and how I executed, I would have ran 10:7, 10:8. And but things happened, and also while I was running too, like I was running, got out at 40, actually beautifully, and then by the time I got to like 60, 70 mark, felt my hamstring. Like, it wasn't tweaking anything, but I did feel like it wanted to like start spazzing out. It wanted to start tweaking. So while I was running, I was like, hey, let me make sure my feet's underneath. Like I just have to focus on form at this point. So the fact that I actually shocked me that I ran that fast. Because like when I crossed the line, I could have sworn I was like, man, that was like probably 11:5, 11:6. Like that was, in my opinion, just bad. But yeah, for everyone else, when they saw, they're like, "No, you was moving, like you was gone." Um, I'm gonna try to get the race video. Hopefully, someone recorded. If not, then I have pictures. I'm probably gonna show y'all at least one of the pictures. Um, but yeah, like yeah, so like I got off the race. And I was like, man, this is cool. It is what it is. And because of like the lack of warmer thing, also I was signed for 200, but I was like I'm not sure if I'm gonna do 200. Some because during that race, like cause the hamstring want to act up. So I was like, oh man, I'm not sure. But then the teammate came up to me and said, oh, let's do a 4-1. This was me, him, like he's 40, and then another guy who's like in his 50s and stuff. And then we have one of our athletes, like he also ran in So he's like, okay, I'll do 401. So we did a mock 401, surprise 401. Um, and yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like I probably sold that relay because when I got, like I was starting off, I started to lead leg because I got like, the best start and everything. Um, and I got out, and I was focused on managers again, just focusing on technique because again, like I'm not really warmed up. Even after that race, I still wasn't warmed up and everything. So I got out, like I felt pretty good, but then like once I got up and running, I really wanted to start. Like when I really wanted to start running, I can slowly feel a hamstring. Like it wasn't as bad as 100, but I can feel it. And I was like, man, this is probably not the best time to like try to blow my load and everything because like it's like it was at that point. So at that point, I was like, you know, I need to just do just enough to get the stick through. And then we obviously had all randos because it was a surprise 4-1. Of course, not on the panel's not gonna be perfect. Um, but yeah, like it was just yeah, it was that. I think I'm gonna get second overall in the heat. And I think they have to hand out the medals weird. So like with me and my team, like with me and like the younger athlete, they gave us silver, but with the older guys, they gave them gold. So I'm not sure what happened with that. So I think they just gave the medals based off of where we at with our age groups and stuff. But yeah, but then afterwards, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing the 200 because it's not really worth it. Because like when I was using TF Masters, I would have powered through that way. Now I gotta get through in the season. But it's the fact that show me state that was a show me state game, so it was smaller meet, and then I was just not feeling it. I was like, man, I don't want to really like risk it all, especially for my off event, technically my off event for 200. So yeah, so that's how that went. The season went pretty well. I think. Um, I think next year is going to be a lot better because now I have this thing, the Whoop Band. So the Whoop Band is actually really cool. So like it's a sensor so it detects everything like heartbeat, respiratory rate, sleep, it's recovery. It tracks all of that, and um, I've been wearing it for over a week now, and like I can tell where just like simply off that week and how it did, I can tell where I went wrong throughout. Pretty much all the years that I was been trying to compete, and it's just simply like every time I try to compete, I wasn't ready to compete. So for instance, like today, well, I don't see everything, so I'm like 96% recovery, so I'm good to go. I'm actually like I made to go. I'm not gonna do it because it's off season, so I'm taking a week off. Um, but like even like on Saturday, I was at 98% recovery, so I was ready to go. That's probably the reason why I was mainly go. They have to go 11-2, even though I wasn't warmed up, is because like my body was ready to go, was ready to go fast. But the Ozarks and other meet, the room relays, um, the reason I probably ran slower is simply because my body was not ready. It was like most likely, if I could put an estimate, I was probably close to around 60 to 50% recovery. So like my body was not just it was just doing its best to survive. So like when I got to those races, my body did the same thing. It was just doing just enough to get through without hurting itself. Um, but yeah, so sorry, I'm at work. So yeah, so with this, like my training session, everything's going to be a lot better next season. And also because, well, no, bombshell, I guess, um, I'm no longer going to be coaching, like at the high school, simply because I feel like it's got to the point where I'm spending a lot of my energy and resources helping other people while like I suffer. So essentially, yeah. So like, it does sound a little bit selfish. If it does sound a little bit selfish, it's mainly because it is. At the same time, like, I'm at the point in life where I need to start focusing on myself because like, it's kind of hard to perform CPR when you have a heart attack. So I have to already focus things on for me, for myself, and my life, and on get going and everything. So yeah, so I think that's why next season like is going to be even better because now I know how how and when to do things. And I also feel like this minimum running volume is right there. I think I need to add a little more volume, but I think I'm going to be solid. So yeah, and my goals for next season for at least for indoor. So for indoor, on 60, try to go to 6.7. 6.7, I'll be fine. I'll be good. And then the 200, I'm gonna try to break. My goal for 200 is go 22.2 on a flat 200-meter track. So that's my goal. And then I'm also gonna run a few 400 next year. I know, it's kind of crazy, but the goal is at least go sub 50. Like if I go sub 50, I'll be a happy man. I can die happy, man, because I want. Cause I think on my split, like some of the profiles, my PR for Open 4 is still like 55. So I still need to get that off the records. Granted, I haven't run Open 400 since high school, but it's something that I'm gonna scratch my bucket list where I can say I run sub 50. So that's the season. Granted, I do wish that the times were a little bit faster, but now I know my mistakes. Now I know what I need to do. And I feel like next season is a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more polished, a lot better, a lot more efficient. So I'll see ya later. Oh yeah, wait before you go. Um, so the goal for this off season is this week. I'm gonna be a week off, doing nothing, just relaxing. This weekend, going out of town, so having fun with that at DreamCon. And then I'm gonna come back for the next 3 weeks. It's gonna be just mainly just lifting and just going to bike for cardio and stuff. Trying to build a really sound foundation back again, stuff, and then probably get to September, get back into the runnings, but stay in the grass. So stay in the grass, getting technique down and everything. And then October, that's when we're getting back on the track, hitting again, and going back at it and start a season new. And yeah, I think that'll be the way to go. And again, I'm looking for high expectations next season. And I think it's gonna be the year. But I'll see ya next time.